So, Halloween is winding down, not just here at the studios, everywhere around Southern California. So, it's time to start looking ahead at the season on the horizon. Where in the park have they started to prepare for what's inevitably going to be Grinchmas? And what other projects do they have going on in the near or mid to distant future? Let's head into the studio, find out for ourselves. So before we go into the park, actually, I wanted to take a second to talk about what's being built over here along the backside of the Toothsome Emporium. Right at the entrance here, right when you come onto the City Walk from Curious George, they're building a bunch of escape rooms called Escapology. There's like 8 different escape rooms, some IP, some originals. It looks like they're still working inside the building, nothing on the outside yet. But I think this is going to be a really good addition to City Walk here. They, I mean, they do a pretty decent job of entertaining people outside the park with the different types of restaurants and little shops, and of course the iFly skydiving simulator they have over there. But it looks like it's going to be a 2-story building, obviously, to house as many escape rooms as they're going to have. There's stuff, they have like a Pirates one, Batman, Scooby-Doo, Mona Lisa, and a couple other ones like Lost City and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff here, and that's pretty exciting. So that's going to be something that they don't have an actual date slated for it yet, but it will be something to look forward to here probably next year, hopefully. We'll keep an eye out and see when they start actually working on stuff on the outside here, as they have not begun work on the outside. They just got loads and loads of paint along this wall and the little stream lights still hanging out. Oh, look at that. Speaking of the holidays, the little statues outside Buca di Beppo are already getting in the festive holiday spirit. Halloween's not much your thing, huh, guys? It's an acquired taste. But give it a try. You'll like it, I think. You guys already kind of have the costume thing down. Maybe you have some ale.
See if that doesn't help a little bit.
Oh, and also, before I forget while I'm up here, if you guys are big fans of Taco Bell, don't ever eat at this one at the City Walk. While, yeah, it's always empty, there's a reason for that. The prices are always 50 bajillion times more expensive than actual Taco Bell, so food for thought. I tell you, it's super weird. Because you walk through City Walk and then you walk through the entrance to the park, and they've got all the palm trees wrapped up in the Christmas lights ready to go. But it's so hot out here already. The marine layer's already burned off. It burned off like way early this morning, and it's supposed to be like a high of like 84 today. So it doesn't feel like Christmas time. Doesn't even feel like Halloween time. It still feels like summertime out here. But they're already getting ready for Christmas. Good times. Dynamite! It's also a big bummer too, because right here it's listed that Jurassic World is closed today. So not only is that going to put a big bottleneck on the other rides down on the lower lot, it's going to hurt for people that are trying to cool off a little bit down there. So remember last time we were talking about this store being closed down, and I think we finally figured out why. You can see the pink painted in one entryway and then the emerald painted in the other entryway. Now we know that they have this Wicked movie coming out, and it looks like this is going to be the feature presentation store for Wicked merch. I know people are saying that they're expecting this movie to do well, so this merch booth is probably going to stay this theme for a long time. Now the store is not open yet, but right next door to it at Old Hollywood and Dine, they are all decked out in Wicked gear, and they've got their Wicked menu already ready to be purchased here. Obviously, gonna have to try a few of these things, but in due time. I gotta wait till Andrea joins me, because there's a lot of things on here that it looks like she's going to enjoy. And we did mention that the Halloween season is coming to an end soon, so, you know, naturally, Universal's gonna start hacking the prices of their Halloween Horror Nights gear. It's still at 30% off. I know that if you wait a little longer, they will start. Oh, look, they even have a little cheat sheet guide for you. Nice. If you can wait longer, it's a bit of a gamble because a lot of the stuff does go and it starts to get a little cheaper, but they will start going 40, 50, 60, maybe even 70% off, kind of like the Halloween candy at Target. So just so you know, it's a little cheaper here right now, and it's only gonna get cheaper all the way until November 3rd. So come get it now before it's gone.
And I am passing the savings on to you!
It's actually gonna be kind of weird not seeing these guys out here anymore. You know, I remember a time when New York was bustling. Now, not so much. Even pets can't bring people back here. Gru, you're gonna need more help. Of course, it also doesn't help that Super Silly Funland is Super Silly Closed Land right now. Is it just me, or is that show building getting even taller? It seems like every week I come, there's even more height to that show building. It's even more massive, and there's more depth and width and length and circumference and area and every other measurement of size we could come up with. Also, I've been told that little house next to the big show building, you know, to me, I've been told it might be like it's like another scene, like a run-through scene. It looks like maybe. Do you think maybe that's where they're gonna put the trains when they're out of commission, when they're off the track, when they're not running? Like if the ride's closed or whatever. Like, do you think that's gonna be like the little housing for them, or possibly something else? Because I don't really see a railing connecting the two, the big building and the little one. But I don't know. I was just trying to come up with ideas because I don't see. I mean, I do see a beam that could be connected to railing that would go through, that would kind of swoop through there. But man, it's a tight turn, and there's that diagonal beam that's running right next to it that could chop some heads off if you're over 70 inches. But man, again, we just came a few days ago and there wasn't even this much. They've got so much going up every single day, and it's so exciting to watch this happen. I'm still waiting for them to put some stuff over at the end there, that little, like that long turnaround over on the other side of the fire station. But in due time, Josh, in due time. Watching the railing go up is like one of the most exciting things that's happened to this park since Super Nintendo World became a thing. But like everywhere you go, there's no bad angle to look at this and watch this. They're just like little worker ants down there doing their thing. Let's just hope that the winter doesn't hinder their progress and they're able to kind of keep up this pace. Tell you what, it was a little sad saying goodbye to all these guys last week when we came for Horror Nights, but maybe next year. Maybe it'll be something better next year. Maybe it'll be a little bit more of the same. John Murdy is a bit of an unpredictable creature, so I would be okay having the luchadors back for 2025, that's for sure. Okay, Hogsmeade, population us, bro.
Ouchtown, population you, bro.
Well, like, Hogsmeade, population everybody. This is where everyone that was at the front gates went, apparently. Let's come enjoy some Harry Potter vibes. We're gonna take the back alley though, because while it's dangerous, it's also the path least traveled. Say what you will about their decision to tear it down, but Gibson Amphitheater never brought in this many people year round.
Just saying.
Backroad sneak attack into Springfield. Go! And also, while I'm back here, I forgot to mention last week that when I was talking about Universal's Fan Fest nights that are going on next April and May, they also added Super Nintendo World Night, which is going to feature some sort of Yoshi-themed egg hunt or something. So there's 7 themes now going on. Not just 6, 7.
No, not 6. I said 7.
Count them. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's days like today where I kind of just wish that Universal would break down and just make this whole back part of the park Skull Island, because then at least they'd have no choice but to put just an abundance of trees, in turn bringing shade everywhere, because this part of the park gets super hot, especially during the summer and even during Indian summers, like what we're having now, where it's mid-80s in almost the end of October. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Everything's all clear up here. Let's go check out the lower lot and see what it looks like down there. Get out of here with this view, Orlando, or Beijing, or Singapore, or Tokyo. So I just have 2 questions about the refurbishment of the Jurassic World ride right now. One, when are we gonna just normalize allotting December, January, and February to refurbing water rides? Because we know in Southern California that it's not winter until at least December 16th or 17th. And 2, they drain all this water, but
Where's the Mosasaurus?
well, at least Blue found a way to get out of the water from being stuck up there. So she must have gone down the slide to meet the kids. And by meet, I mean eat the kids. The lower lot's actually not that bad. I was actually worried that the closing of Jurassic World right now would create a bit of a hassle with the other lines, but not too bad. Transformers and Mummy are both 20 minutes. Super Mario World, you know, Bowser's Challenge, it's always 45, so there's really nothing that's gonna fix that or make it any worse. But speaking of Super Nintendo World, let's head through the Transformers Battle Zone and see what it looks like in the actual land itself. This is another land that I'd like for them to add more shade to, man. It gets so hot down here, and everything kind of like the sun reflects off of all the walls and stuff, and it's all plastic and concrete, and that's it. Just plastic mechanics and concrete, and a lot of people all the time. So if it's even just a little bit hot hot, a little bit sunny. This land tends to bake really, really early in the day and stay that way throughout the day. Today is no exception. It's 78-ish right now, coming up on noon, on 12 o'clock, and it's already too hot to really want to be down here for any more than 5 minutes at a time. That being said, to the exit we go. Of all of the FanFest nights, I'm actually looking forward to Super Nintendo World the most, I think, unless it's like a power band egg hunt, because I still don't have a power band. I'm late to the party with that. But I did really enjoy Super Mario Brothers growing up, and I actually look forward to that FanFest theming. So if I was to get a ticket to any of the nights, I think that would be the night. Let's go back upstairs. Actually, that reminds me, I've never even been on the Studio Lot tour at Warner Brothers. Is that worth it?
Inquiring minds want to know.
And I wasn't planning on taking a trip through the studio today, but you know, what as they say, when in Rome.
Yes. Please go on.
Do as the Romans do?
Okay, so I think I know where they're housing the Mosasaurus while Jurassic World is drained and being refurbed. Obviously, that's why they put the water back in the Jaws exhibit, so that they could keep the dinosaurs alive and well while they fix that right. The rest of the studio tour is what it is. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of hope that they don't have any production on the Metro sets for the rest of the year, all the way till next year, because I would love to have Horror Nights back there. As far as everything else, the lake with the big blue screen behind it, that's like freshly painted blue, so they might be doing some more movies on that. A lot of filming on the sets today, and they had 6 Points closed, so they're probably shooting over there too. Other than that, the studio tour, again, it is what it is. I love doing it. I wish I could have had Harley with me today, but she had other plans with her mama. So now, back to the park to resume our regular daily activities. I don't know what it is, but every time I get off the tram tour, I always run into Krusty walking back. Well, they're decking this whole shop out outside in the City Walk too with Wicked. So much Wicked. This stuff is so wicked. I already missed Woody Woodpecker. Woody the Woodpecker, as Andrew would say. And also, real quick before I call it a day, the Bubba Gump Shrimp in the City Walk, they have a couple little Halloween-themed shirts in their gift shop that actually are kind of pretty cool. I just kind of happened to notice them on display outside as I was walking by. But if you are just still hard up for Halloween merchandise and you're just a collector and you just got to have things, Bubba Gump has a couple pretty cool shirt designs that I think might intrigue you a little. It's starting to turn into a little bit of a sad state of affairs now that Halloween is pretty much on its way out and Christmas is slowly kind of putting its foot into the door, but them's the breaks. Universal, though, for a Tuesday in the middle of October, still bringing in people, even with Jurassic World down, still pushing those lines. The wait times were not bad at all. It's only a matter of time before the park is at full strength and we get the giant Christmas tree in the circle in the middle, and everybody's singing and cheering and having a great time. Wicked is starting to take over all the spots where the 60th anniversary stuff was, which naturally, that's kind of what they would do. But the rest of the park, tip-top shape. So until we see you up on the mountain, here at the studios, or out at the farm, we'll catch y'all on that flippity flop.